show what separates FIP from all the other great promotions out there?
The wrestlers are in charge.
The wrestlers are in charge. So there's no rules here in FIP.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. So if I wanted to, I could tie this tie around your throat and sock you in the face right now. If I wanted to, because hey, anything goes. If I wanted to, I could go out there and shave your head, making you even more ugly if that's at all possible. I could go out there and I could key your car. Maybe I can shave that stupid mustache off your face that went off the air, like got out of style right about when Magnum PI went off the air. It doesn't look good, for real. Not even joking. Let me explain to you what separates CM Punk and the New Dawn from all the other wrestlers here at FIP or anywhere else in the world. We are governed by rules, albeit against the state of Illinois, the commission in Chicago. Here I respect the referees in FIP and I listen to the Athletic Commission of Florida. I am a wrestler. And tonight, I rock horns with another great wrestler in Bryan, Danielson. So I'm throwing this no rule out the window. Tonight, you see classic pro wrestling as only I can provide. You see hold for hold, catch as catch can, grappling, the way the old school used to do it. Because I don't have to cheat. I don't have to use chicanery, tomfoolery. I don't gotta Shanghai anybody, Pearl Harbor anybody, hide anybody underneath the ring, or even use outside interference. So in the sport of good contest, I'm gonna send my guys, the New Dawn, to the back for this match, and the referee is gonna call it right down the middle. Now you suck. What makes you think you have the right to come here and tell me what I do when I'm working? I never go to McDonald's and tell you when and when not to drop the fries. You shut your mouth. Referee, there are rules in this match, and I will abide by them. Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and pay close attention.
Appreciate the support. And Mark Nolte, I don't know what he's talking about. I think you look great, man. I think you look great. Anyways, I'd like to say that I'm excited, I'm ecstatic to be right here in Florida in FIP. And secondly, CM Punk, I look forward to us having a classic grappling matchup. And after I win this matchup, I plan on challenging whoever it is who wins the FIP Heavyweight Championship. Thank you very much, Mark Nolte.
It's an indie fans' dream matchup coming to FIP here in Sebring as American Dragon Bryan Danielson takes on the leader of the New Dawn, CM Punk.
And CM Punk laid down the law when he came out along with Azrael and that handicapped fellow and said that there's not going to be any outside interference, no chicanery, no tomfoolery, no pandalirium will be breaking out here in Sebring. It's going to be a straight-up wrestling match. The referee will call it right down the middle. There will be rules, even though anything goes here in Full Impact Pro. Let's see if Dragon will stick by those rules.
I have no doubt Bryan Danielson will be sticking by the rules, and no doubt that Billy Dalton will be calling them down the middle. I do, however, have to doubt the sincerity of CM Punk, the leader of the New Dawn, after witnessing what he's pulled here in FIP over the past few months.
He's a good man, CM Punk. He's a good man. And he's honest. He's true to his word, and he watches his friends back. And that is very evident that he and Azrael have a good friendship, and they help one another out. He doesn't need Azrael in the corner tonight because he can do it on his own. CM Punk is one of the top wrestlers on the independent scene today, and he's going to prove it with the American Dragon.
There is no doubt about him being one of the best independent wrestlers in the world today. He has been all over the world. He has dominated everywhere he's been. But to say that he doesn't need Azrael or Azrael doesn't need him, in the months that I've been here at FIP, I've seen them pull all sorts of tomfoolery, chicanery, and pandalirium.
I suggest you get new bifocals. As they lock up, CM Punk can handle business by himself. That's what he's going to do in this matchup, and he will prove what he says is true. Will we see a clean break here from Dragon? Oh, what's that? What's he patting him on the chest?
Oh, that was a clean break by Dragon.
So clean would be not touching him whatsoever.
I'm sure that'll be the
Shady tactics put to use by this Danielson fellow.
Well, I'm sure Danielson's just fighting with fire and doing unto others, only doing it first, because I'm sure CM Punk will be more than willing to bend, if not break, every single rule in the book before all is said and done here tonight.
One thing that I do like about Bryan Danielson, I loved it last night when he came out for the tag team match at King with Rocky Romero in the main event, the Dream Partner tag match to the final countdown, using it once again here tonight. That's one thing that he's got going.
That was a tremendous matchup last night as they faced off against the ROH World Champion and the FIP Champion. And right away, CM Punk taking over on the arm of Danielson. He has him down here as Billy Dalton looks on.
Very legal wrist lock, did not involve any outside help whatsoever because he's a good wrestler.
Absolutely not.
That's what it comes down to.
I have no doubt that when CM Punk wants to, he can go out there on his own. Right now, he's caught with a drop kick right in the face by the American Dragon, and CM Punk is going to take it to the floor and try and regain his composure.
Very nice.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Dave. As I was going to say, there's no doubt that he can handle business on his own. I'm just saying I haven't seen it happen here yet.
Well, we've seen CM Punk, and he's basically, if you name the promotion, he's worked there. He was one of the early staples of the IWA Mid-South organization once they started putting more of an emphasis on the wrestling side of things and not so much the hardcore side of things. He wrestled for NLW down here in the state of Florida. Worked for TNA, 01 in Japan. He's a big part of Ring of Honor as well. And, he doesn't always have to have outside help. He doesn't need a stable everywhere that he's been in his business. And just because he and some of his friends like Azrael and the man in the wheelchair happen to be here in FIP doesn't mean that he needs them to win matches. He can get the job done.
The man in the wheelchair, I have some doubts about him already. Haven't seen him before, but I have a feeling that all is not what it seems with that young man. I see him Punk controlling the left arm of Bryan Danielson right there in the center of the ring. And I will give CM Punk credit to his word, as he said, it has been a straight up catch as catch can match. But right now, he is on the short end of the stick, however, as Bryan takes him down and is controlling that arm.
Danielson able to work his way out of the cording hold, takes him over by the arm into a wrist lock of his own, just bending that wrist. You know your arm isn't supposed to bend like that.
No, absolutely not. CM Punk looks like both shoulders are down, but Billy Dalton not going to count as Danielson's still going to work on that arm. CM Punk in all sorts of trouble. He's just going to stomp right to the arm of CM Punk while he's in a very precarious position there with the arm bent way back against the grain. However, it was a legal maneuver as he used the flat of the foot and not the point of the boot.
Of course, Bryan Danielson, one of the top wrestlers in the world today, currently standout competitor for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Organization. Got his start down at the Shawn Michaels Texas Wrestling Academy, and really was one of the guys that put Ring of Honor on the map.
That's the strength here. CM Punk taking over a little bit of a kick, but Danielson, nice job CM Punk there fighting back, but Danielson's going to take advantage, and CM Punk going to work with some kicks, trying to take Danielson off his game, and finally CM Punk able to get him down to a knee.
Still holding on to the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
CM Punk doing a nice job here, controlling Bryan Danielson in the center of the ring as Billy Dalton looks on. But Danielson fighting back. A little bit of fire here for the American Dragon, trying to get back up. Again, taken off his feet by a kick. Nice strategy by CM Punk, trying to take the wrestler off of his feet. Can't do much damage when you're on your back.
lowering the shoulders of Danielson down to the canvas for a near fall, bridging up to keep his shoulders off the canvas, trying to break that bridge, but Danielson keeps it. A lot of neck strength.
Look at the strength of the neck by the American Dragon. All 222 pounds of CM Punk, supporting by his neck alone. And a monkey flip takes him off his feet. Floats over, have him cover here. He may have him. 1-2, but he gets out. Nice job by Punk rolling through 1-2. And Danielson gets out. And both men up to their feet in a stalemate.
You know, right until that sunset flip, they were holding on to that Greco-Roman knuckle lock the entire way through, still trying to keep the advantage. Two world-class athletes.
Two world-class athletes, very evenly matched here. Both doing a nice job of staying within the rules, as CM Punk said, but it would not shock me again to see him bend or break those rules before all is said and done here.
Danielson in command, Punk down to the canvas now, still holding on to that wrist. And Danielson, as he made his way to the ring, said that, you know, once he gets past CM Punk here tonight, he's coming after that FIP heavyweight title, currently held by Homicide.
Whoever wins this match is going to be a long way towards their goal of getting that shot against Homicide. Nice feather in your cap to defeat a caliber opponent of either one of these guys, as he is just rubbing that forearm across the facial features of CM Punk, trying to rearrange them as he gets a cover and a near fall. Billy Dalton right there, but Punk able to kick out at one.
Powers him back down to the canvas. And you know, Homicide has been truly a fighting champion thus far. If you look at the FIP shows so far during year 2005, he has defended that title against top-notch athletes. You know, Spanky and James Gibson making their way to FIP, you know, not backing down from any of the new talent that we're seeing coming in to the FIP ranks.
It's always a pleasure to have a fighting champion of its caliber of a guy like Homicide, as CM Punk throws a chop in the corner. Danielson fires back. It's starting to break down here. So much for the wrestling. They're just going to start slugging it out, and a big goal uppercut takes Punk off his feet.
Beautiful. No one throws a European uppercut like the American Dragon, and now asking for Punk to get back to his feet and out of the corner, but taking his time. He doesn't need to get back up right away.
No, Punk utilizing the time given him by the referee well within the rules. As I've said, very impressed with CM Punk here this evening, maintaining his composure and staying within the rules of the match here at FIP, where everything and anything does go.
Dragon going after the leg of Punk. And you know, Punk, not only does he not need Azrael in his corner to help him at ringside, but, you know, last night, Jerome Park decided to put his hands on me. I injured my back. You know, the only member of my stable on tonight's card is Fast Eddie Vegas. And you know what? He doesn't need me at ringside either, so I think I'm just going to hang out and do commentary, strictly commentary here tonight.
So what you're saying is Jerome Park does not get his 5 minutes alone with you?
Oh, no. I'm still on the injured list. I can't compete for
And we have doctor's verification of that, or are we supposed to just take your word?
Yes, Dr. Mike Lano. As Punk stretching out the arm of Danielson, just going to work on that body part, drives the knee right into the shoulder.
Nice job by Punk, trying to ground the American Dragon, working that arm, trying to take away a body part. Very difficult to defeat an opponent the caliber of CM Punk when you're trying to do it with one arm. And CM Punk is just wrenching down on that hammerlock. But Danielson reaches back, tries to grab a headlock, but again, Punk wrenches down on that arm. And Danielson is feeling in the pain right now. Finally gets to his feet.
Reaching back, trying to change it, work his way out of that hole, but holding onto that hammerlock is Punk.
Nice job by Punk, trying to hang on to that hammerlock. Danielson trying to fight his way out here. Punk is hanging on for dear life, but look at the power of Danielson, and Punk again able to take him off his feet and ride him to the mat.
Excellent wrestler, and you know, we're going to see two other excellent wrestlers go at it, as the Ring of Honor World title will be defended on tonight's card as well, as a result of Wardell Walker winning that 7-man gauntlet last night. He earns the shot here in FIP territory at the ROH Champ Austin.
Got to give credit to another fighting champion. We give Homicide props. You got to give it to Austin Aries as well. Trying to maintain the legacy of that title since taking it from Samoa Joe, taking on any and all comers, even down here in FIP, giving a shot to a relative newcomer like Wardell Walker. You got to give Austin Aries a lot of credit.
Yeah, he needs to put that belt on the line against some EP Associates members as well.
I'm sure that'll be coming later on if they can start proving themselves in some singles action. So far, they've been a great tag team here in FIP. But Bryan Danielson able to power out, and a big drop kick takes Punk off his feet. Nice job by Danielson, able to fire back. Sends him off. Big boot right to the middle of the chest, and another one to the hamstring area. And a second, and CM Punk's in trouble now. Danielson now is going to send him to the outside.
Wow, you don't too often see Bryan Danielson decide to take the action to the floor himself. Where he gets his business done is inside that ring between those ropes. But couldn't really take Punk off his feet. You'll notice with that flurry of offense, Punk struggled, but he stayed on his feet, and it took throwing him to the floor to take Punk down.
Maybe a little bit of frustration setting in by Danielson here. I see Punk has tried to wrestle straight up, and he's so much gotten the better of it so far here early on.
Look at the chest of Danielson, just from some of the strikes from CM Punk thus far, turning it red. Punk slowly making his way back inside. I don't know if that was such a wise strategy on Danielson's part, because he gave Punk about 10 seconds to regroup right there.
Absolutely.
And now he's taking the attention of the official. We may have an injured man here.
Oh, he did take some vicious kicks to that leg there, as Punk is complaining as that kicks to the hamstring may have done a little bit of damage to the back of the knee.
Yeah, did the referee check Danielson's boots? He might have a chain, maybe a steel plate in there.
I don't think for a minute that he would ever
put it past him.
I wouldn't put it past you, but I don't know if I'd put it past him. I don't think American Dragon needs to hold his boot with a chain. There's a guy who's willing to wrestle anybody in the world straight up. He's done it for his whole career. I don't think tonight would be any different.
Punk is hurt. Big clothesline takes Danielson down.
Yeah, big clothesline takes him down. He's going to play it straight up, right? He's going to play it by the rules.
Hey, where did he cheat? I didn't see him grab an object or have anyone interfere. He's playing by the rules. He just took advantage of Bryan Danielson being a little too weak and a little too gullible.
He may not have actually broken a rule, but he did use poor sportsmanship. Another thing he said he was not going to do. And right there, he just rakes the face of Bryan Danielson. May have even ripped at that beard.
I'd rip at that beard as well. It's ridiculous.
Oh, big head slap to the ears there. Rings the bell of Danielson, and he's down on a knee. Punk with a cover, float over, count of one. Billy Dalton right there, but Dragon able to kick out at two.
Hook the leg, man. Punk knows better than that.
You're never going to beat a guy the caliber of this without hooking the leg. Punk with a big scoop and a slam. Look at the power by CM Punk. Very impressive.
CM Punk and the New Dawn, definitely one of the top stables. I'd say right up there with DP Associates here in FIP. Very, very smart wrestlers, and he's handing down his knowledge to a wrestler such as Azrael, who is relatively inexperienced in comparison to Punk, and is teaching him well. And we've seen a rapid progress made by Azrael in the past few months since CM Punk took him under his wing.
Well, I'm sure he's teaching him things like that right there, like choking your opponent across the center row. So much for playing it straight. Like I said, I knew it was just a matter of time before CM Punk, the leader of the New Dawn, was going to reach into his large bag of tricks and start breaking the rules. But a very legal and very effective bolo uppercut right there takes Bryan Danielson right off his feet.
I don't know about just breaking the rules. He had until the count of 5. He broke it 4. There was no disqualification. The match continues. The referee is calling it down the middle.
Nice job by Billy Dalton there. He is calling it down the middle. And again, these two are just trading chops right in the center of the ring. Look at the chest of both men. Beat red as they are just waylaying each other with chops all over the ring. Big bolo uppercut again. Rocks Punk and a chop has him against the ropes. And he is in all sorts of trouble now. Shoots him off. No reversal by Punk. Up and over the big backdrop. Nice job by CM Punk. Wax cover, he's not going to get him like that. 1, 2, and again he's able to kick out. You gotta hook the leg, man. You gotta hook the leg.
Very confident individual is CM Punk, but you do have to have the proper cover. They were going back and forth right there as now applying a modification of the chin lock.
That would be a choke, a modification of a choke. 2 hands across the throat when the referee is counting is a choke. I'm sure you teach your men in DP associates that it's a legal maneuver. A choke is certainly not legal.
Down to the canvas goes Bryan Danielson. Punk in command.
He is in command right now as he is just whipping him from pillar to post. Now he's starting to talk a little trash here. Just rubbing the face of American Dragon right in the mat. Look at him.
I like it.
Unbelievable, the cockiness of this guy. To be a tremendous athlete is one thing, but to be so cocky, to get in the ring and just taunt your opponent and talk trash, especially someone the caliber, of American Dragon, is just incomprehensible.
Well, you want to talk about cocky? How about American Dragon coming back here on, what is this, his second appearance for FIP, and saying that he wants to go after the FIP heavyweight title? Punk's the one who's been in matches with the current champion, Homicide. They've brawled all over the parking lot, through the various venues that the local studio has gone to, and he's been the one going after that championship. And Danielson thinks he can just walk in here and take what CM Punk is after. That's cocky on his part.
I don't know if it's cocky. I think it's the goal of every athlete here in FIP to try and get to the World Championship caliber level matches. And right now, he's in all sorts of trouble. Bow and arrow right in the middle of the ring. He is just bending the back of Bryan Danielson right across his knees. Billy Dalton right there looking on, ready to call for the bell if he's going to give it up. He is in trouble, and he is in the center of the ring with nowhere to go right now, Dave Prazak.
Pressure put on the back, the neck, the legs as well. Up right into a cover goes Danielson, but only two, and Punk right back to his feet and takes control once again.
Nice job by Danielson to get a cover there. He's going to be caught in suplex. Reversal, another near fall here. 1, 2. Oh, he almost had him right there with a kick out. Nice job by Punk to kick out. And another big uppercut rocks CM Punk. And a second by Danielson as he looks to be getting a second win here. He sends him off. Ducks a little early. He's caught with a big boot.
You don't duck your head on CM Punk, you'll get kicked right in the shoulder. That's exactly what happened.
Setting way too early here. Oh, look,
taking a little bit of a break.
This guy taking a break.
I love his trainer Ace Steel. I love it.
Laying across the top strand of the rope while Bryan Danielson's in the corner. It's a big mistake. You never want to give a guy like that time to recover. You said it was a mistake for Danielson to do it to him on the outside. Well, it just came back to bite him in the ass as well. And he is taking over now with headbutts to the midsection.
Punk doubled over, but Danielson trying to fight back to his feet. He finally does, and another solid European uppercut comes back.
That's the 5th or 6th uppercut from Dragon on Punk, and he has crossed the eyes of him a couple of times here. Punk is dazed on the outside. He's caught with another one right in front of the crowd here in the first row of C4, and it is breaking down now on the outside here. Billy Dalton following these men to the floor finally. It is breaking down on the outside. Big kick to the chest.
Wow, Daniel. I don't understand the logic here on Danielson's part. Once again, for the second time in this match, he has been the one to take the initiative to bring the match to the floor and out of the ring and going to work on Punk again right in front of the fans here in Sebring.
Heavy offense on the floor by American Dragon Bryan Danielson. He is just knocking CM Punk from pillar to post. He's not going to beat him on the outside, though. He's got to get him in the ring. Goes for a cover, but he's not going to get one out there. But
this isn't a falls count anywhere match.
Well, I know anything goes here in FIP, but when the referee counts, you better get back in the ring or you're going to get counted out, American Dragon. And count out, he does not want to be here in his first big high-profile match in a singles encounter against CM Punk here.
Anything may go, but you can't change the stipulation of the match midnight. That's one thing you know.
Slingshot suplex. CM Punk in trouble. Bryan Danielson with a cover. Count of 1 and a 2 count only as CM Punk still with a little bit left in the tank, able to kick out.
The slingshot is a devastating maneuver, but not enough to put away someone such as Punk, as it looks like Danielson trying to tie up the legs and cinch in that surfboard. If he can, much like the bow and arrow that he put to use earlier, puts pressure on several limbs all at once. See if he can grab hold of the arms of CM Punk right here and rock back to get full extension on the hold. Punk trying to fight his way out of it, but Danielson rolling back and elevates him.
All the pressure squarely on the back of the knees as well as the back. And look at him pulling on the shoulders. CM Punk in a very precarious situation here. Nowhere to go as Bryan Danielson is just stretching in every which way but loose. Billy Dalton asking Punk again if he wants to give up.
He's not going to give it up that easily.
Look at the way his back is bent like that. How can he stand this pain?
Punk is truly a wrestling Iron Man. You know, he can go an hour plus in that ring without submitting. We've seen it on many occasions, and against Bryan Danielson will be no different.
Goes to the eyes. Looked like that was the only way he was going to be able to escape that hold. Danielson having some trouble seeing there. He's just taking swings in air. Punk with those wheels damaged, having trouble standing even. And he goes with a big kick to the back. But that took an effect on him as, again, he is trying to flex that right knee. A lot of damage done to those legs as Bryan Danielson has just gone to work on them mercilessly here early in the off.
Pull Danielson back up to his feet. Shots in the midsection of Punk. And trying to put that headbutt to the midsection he used the past few minutes here.
Oh, he may have went to the well. Whoa, off it. Caught with a power driver. As I said, Dragon went to the well once too often. Count of 1, 2, and he's able to make the ropes. Punk hooks the leg. He may have him here. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Not enough to put away Danielson. Needs to follow up.
Both these men showing the wear and tear as this match has gone on here. Heavy offense from both men, inflicting all sorts of punishment here. And they have slowed the pace considerably here from the early going as they have just beaten each other mercilessly around the whole arena here in Sebring. Another cover by Punk, and again he's able to make the ropes.
As I said, not only Punk, but Danielson as well. Two guys who are used to really pushing that time limit of a wrestling match. And the feeling out process can sometimes last upwards of 20, 30 minutes at times. Neither man has gone for many of their signature holds. We haven't seen Danielson go for the cattle mutilation yet, or Punk for the Shining Wizard makes the plunge, and he misses the leg drop off the second row.
Big leg drop, but nobody home as Danielson's able to roll out of the way. Both men down here as Billy Dalton administering the count. Whoever gets to their feet first is going to have a very big advantage here as both men are in all sorts of trouble right now. Punk to his knees. Danielson struggling to get to the ropes to try and pull himself up. Again, he turns towards the center instead. Big chop to the chest. And a second on CM Punk. And a third. And Danielson's starting to take over now. Shoots him off. Big elbow takes Punk off his feet. Maybe a second win here. Big snap suplex takes him up and over. And Danielson now is going to go to the top.
Big burst of energy for the American Dragon. Could we see him slow with that top rope headbutt right here? All the way up top. And he connects.
He nails it. This may be all right here. Count 1, count of 2, and now he kicked out. Unbelievable. Danielson thought it was 3, but Punk was able to slip out the back door.
Punk hanging in there. Danielson getting a definite burst of energy. Going to work on CM Punk and placing him up top.
CM Punk in all sorts of trouble up top. Danielson has a big polo uppercut, rocks him. Hanging on for dear life right there, CM Punk. Danielson follows him up to the top rope himself. Superplex here might be trouble. Looks like a very low ceiling. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the big man up and over. Punk hanging on. Both men way up top here, but he snaps him off the top anyway. Superplex right in the center of the ring. That might be all. It took its toll on Danielson, though. He has to pull him over for the cover at the end. He's going to have this match won right here. Danielson trying to turn it, but Punk fighting him off.
Yeah, not allowing his shoulders to be down on the canvas right away. Oh, and he gets his shoulder up. And that's probably what saved the match for CM Punk right there. The fact that Danielson couldn't go for a cover until about 10 seconds after the initial impact of the superplex.
The one thing about that move, it takes its toll on both members of that match. When you snap yourself off that top rope, the impact is just as squarely on your shoulders as it is your opponent. And that may have saved CM Punk right there. Nice job floating over with a sleeper hold here. He may have him beat right in the center of the ring. Nowhere for Dragon to go. And Punk is just cinching down on the throat of the American Dragon.
Nighty-night, Bryan Danielson. I don't understand, though. If he does get the sleeper on him, there's not really any hair on the top of the head of Danielson's to cut. I guess he cut the beard. But good strategy on Punk's part because he could get the victory.
I think that is what he's looking for, is an actual win. I don't know if he's so concerned about a haircut. Bruce the Barber beefcake style.
Oh, still digging down for more energy. Danielson's, he's not done yet.
Fighting up to a knee. Both these men going on a second, maybe third win here. Sends him off. And a sleeper of his own. Countered by Punk maybe here. Tries to turn to a side suplex, but that's countered. Has him up on the shoulders here.
Airplane spin!
Airplane spin indeed. How many revolutions are we going to see here? 5, 6. Oh, Billy Dalton, get out of the way. I'm begging you.
The referee is down, and Danielson still round and round he goes. Taking the equilibrium away from both Punk as well as himself does damage to him, even executing the maneuver.
Still going. 25, 30 revolutions. No referee there in sight to help out as Billy Dalton was just waylaid by the feet of CM Punk. Danielson still going. Unbelievable. What's keeping this guy on his feet?
I don't think Dragon even knows or realizes that Punk's legs took out the official on that attempt. He doesn't know where he's at. He's just trying to figure out where Punk is or maybe where the turnbuckle is. Follow up. Oh, big running drop kick to the second.
staggering around looking for someone to hit. Nowhere in sight with CM Punk, as Danielson now is in all sorts of trouble as he just drop kicks the second. Oh, here we go. Well, Azrael, the New Dawn, finally coming to the aid. I told you it was going to happen sooner or later. It's a 2x4.
But where's the referee? The referee is down, and you know what it always comes down to? If the referee doesn't see what's going on, it doesn't happen. Right across the leg of Bryan Danielson. Referee still down. Azrael already back to the locker room, as now Punk looking for the figure 4.
Figure 4 leg lock. Lock center in the ring. CM Punk clanking down. That knee has to be damaged from that 2x4 shot, courtesy of Azrael of the New Dawn, and he is in all sorts of trouble right in the center of the ring. CM Punk screaming at him to give it up. Danielson down on his back. The pain is just etched on his face. Unbelievable pressure being placed on the limbs by CM Punk as he is just wrenching down, and Bryan Danielson has nowhere to go.
You think last night was New Dawn rising. The New Dawn's going to continue to rise here tonight in Sebring. Danielson trying to stay in this matchup and roll over the figure 4. I don't know if he's got enough energy left in him at this point. Again, referee out of position, Punk using the ropes, and that's it. The match is over with. Bryan Danielson has had enough.
He's had enough, but it was not CM Punk playing by the rules. CM Punk with a handful of ropes after a leg shot with a 2x4, and again, he won't break the hold.
Hey, answer me this though. Who was the one that knocked down the referee? It was the airplane spin executed by Bryan Danielson. Punk just took advantage of the situation like the New Dawn always does. CM Punk victorious.
About took Romero out of his boots. I thought for sure that was it. He's going to the top killer here. If he hits that, it's going to be it for sure. But Romero's able to float out. Big knee to the back of Homicide's head here.
Jockeying for position. He's got that arm. Had the wrong arm. Now goes back to the arm he's been working on. Homicide fighting out of there.
Big knee to the stomach. Rolls through. Has it barely hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Homicide wins it. Out of nowhere, Homicide with a cradle as his arm was being wrenched back, hands over the legs of Rocky Romero, and Homicide retains the FIP Heavyweight Championship of the world.
It didn't come down to having the arm to hit a high-impact maneuver. He didn't need the cock killer to get the job done. He didn't need to hit the butterfly suplex. Homicide with a quick roll-up, 1, 2, 3, and successfully defends the FIP Heavyweight Championship against yet another top star from the world of professional wrestling here in Full Impact Pro.
For Dave Prazak and the rest of FIP, I'm Lenny Leonard. Thanks, everybody, and good night.
Right now with him!
that inhabit the new dawn, and all you losers sitting out here is the freaks and geeks that I shelter, that I house from all you bullies. Stand for something. They are somebody. And all you people here tonight in Lakeland are a bunch of big, fat, ugly nobodies. See, Homicide wasn't man enough to hold on to his title in New Jersey, so I took it from him. And where I come from, possession is 9/10 of the law, stay puft. So don't you ever say that I stole something ever again, or I'll slap that goatee right off your face. I'm not afraid to hit a woman with glasses, you know. Homicide wasn't a good enough champion in my eyes. I am the new rightful heavyweight champion of FIP. I am the true heavyweight champion of FIP. And while Homicide was too scared to get on a plane and fly down here this weekend, I'm here, and I set to defend this title against any one of the boys in the back tonight here in Lakeland, and then tomorrow I go straight down to Sebring, and I pin Bryan Danielson 2 times in a row in our 2 out of 3 falls match, proving once and for all who the best wrestler in the world is. So tonight, I don't care who it is, I don't care, it could be one of you, I will defend this title, I will defend this championship like a true champion should. Ladies and gentlemen, James Gibson.
Look, Punk, I don't know if you're a freak or a geek or whatever else you're talking about, but I do think you're a thief. I don't think that you beat or you submitted Homicide up in New Jersey for that title. And I don't want to get in your Bryan Daniels business tomorrow night, but if you're out here and you want to challenge somebody and you're looking for somebody to step up to the plate, well, I'm your man. Hey, it's that simple. All you gotta do is accept the challenge.
Wait. No, Gibson, I'm sorry, you got me all flustered. When I said I would wrestle anybody here tonight, any one of the boys in the back, I meant simply somebody that I haven't wrestled before. Me and you, I don't know if you recall last time here, we wrestled, and basically,